Welcome to another RSR. Tonight, I am reacting to the news that Robin Fraser has been hired as the new Toronto FC manager. Of course, it happened last week, but they finally had his press conference earlier today, so might as well do the video now with all the stuff that we had going on with the playoffs and such over the past week since he's been announced. Why not do it now? So, Robin Fraser, back in Toronto, of course. The first time he was here, he was the assistant coach in this era with Greg Vanney. Of course, when they won the treble, he was Greg Vanney's assistant. He's been on the bench in Toronto before, but he's in the head seat now. And I like the move. I think he's a good coach. He's a talented coach. He's very good with attention to detail, as some players anonymously has brought out recently over the first couple of days of preseason. Very, very hard-working coach, Robin Fraser. And he did well in Colorado when he was the head coach over there for a couple of years. He did very well in Colorado, considering the fact Stan Kroenke doesn't like to spend on the Rapids. They were first in the West in 2021, standings-wise, that year. That was an amazing year. He coached them. And even then, they still had success throughout all the years, somewhat level success throughout all the years he coached there. But 2021 was his magnum opus. But they didn't spend money. His best players were okay players on that team. The thing that makes me happy, one of the things that makes me happy to see Robin Fraser be Toronto FC's coach, is he knows how to win with no money, with barely okay players, which a lot of this squad is barely okay. He gets a lot out of barely okay players if they don't make many changes, which this offseason so far, they have not. Now, that sounds to change if you believe Jason Hernandez, again, earlier today. Now that they have their manager, they're going to make some big moves for the next month. I mean, the window's still open to like March, so they have time, but they definitely started slow. Theo Corbianu, of course, is one of the first of those moves. Whether he plays the wing or striker, it depends on if Insigne actually tries, because right now it sounds like Lorenzo Insigne is still going to be on the roster, which means he probably starts unless he doesn't show any effort, which one big thing they were talking about today is you have to work. For every minute on the field, you have to work your ass off. That's pretty much what they said, point blank period. Jason, Robin, and Keith Pelly all said the same thing. And I agree to 100% that I love that idea, because they should be working their asses off. You wear this crest, yeah, you work your ass off. Not just for the 90 minutes on the field, the 95 minutes, 100 minutes, adding stoppage time. If you want to go less because of all the stoppages, then fine. But I agree. You wear this crest, you work your ass off. You lose, at least you worked your ass off. You win, it's because you worked your ass off. I like the idea. I like the thought process. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think I'd go a little bit further than they did. Maybe they were just making it unsaid, but I don't really work well with unsaid, so I'd be like, they also have to work their ass off in training, film sessions, on the mental side of things, because a lot of the preparation is mental when it comes to this. They have to work their ass off mentally. Film sessions, training, talking with their teammates. Also, part of working your ass off is communing with your teammates, talking with them, game planning. Be like, hey, I want to do this. I hope we could do this next game. More triangles, better passing, better connection, better runs. Make the right timed run. I think this team, the one thing that I hope this managing staff, this coaching staff brings with this team is a better idea of working together, which that also sounds like it. They've also kind of said that that they want everybody to work together instead of being individualistic. They want everybody to play for this crest, not for themselves, which that is another shot at Lorenzo Insigne. Why the hell is he still here? We have 2 buyouts. Do them. But I think this team does need a little bit more camaraderie, community, togetherness, and I mean, all for one's the line, right? I don't think the old boss knew what all for one truly meant. I think if your team works together, that's a pretty good way to show that you actually know what it means. All for one does not mean Toronto forever. And if you have the possibility of not being Toronto forever, we're going to trade your ass and just keep the crappy academy players. No, that's not what it means. Bill Manning's idea of what it means is not what all for one means. All for one means you all work together. You are Toronto. You always will be, even if you move on. I just hope you root for us when you're gone. That type of thing. But again, I love the mentality of Robin Fraser. Suffice that all to say, I love his mentality. And they actually spend money for him. The big problem in Colorado was they didn't spend. And he still succeeded pretty well with them. I think Armas, they actually did start spending for, which is kind of crazy to think about. But whatever, either way. They didn't spend for Robin. But Toronto will spend for him. He loves the city. He has a great mentality. I don't see how this fails. I really don't. There were always obvious little question marks, red flags about Chris Armas and Bob Bradley and John Herdman. There were no red flags about Javier Perez. He just got screwed. But, there were obvious red flags about Terry Dunfield. But, I think people thinking he'd do better was all cope. I think people knew. It was all cope. Like, it can't be worse than Bradley, right? It was. Or that team just gave up. Either way. So it was. But I don't think there's any red flags about Robin Fraser as a manager. I really don't. I don't. I think he's not the perfect signing, at least by name or personality. Well, gimmick, I should say. Like showmanship. Personality, yes. Showmanship, no. But yeah, I mean more showmanship than personality. He has a good mentality and personality. He just doesn't have the showmanship. But as long as you win, does it matter? I don't think so. Doesn't really matter. No, I back him. I back him 100%. But, again, was he the guy one of the guys that I thought was the perfect home run hire before this happened? No. Is he Jim Curtin? Thank God, no. Is he Vonnie Sartini? Thank God, no. Does he seem more like a home run hire that I just didn't think about, which is crazy? But, yeah, seems way closer to a home run hire. It doesn't seem retread type hire, is what I'm saying. Robin Fraser is a very good coach who deserves a true chance at managing with a team who will actually spend and actually wants to win. And I think everybody is on code when it comes to we're going to work our asses off. We're all going to work together. We are truly all for one. We're going to make this work. We will make the playoffs. There's a lot of hope here. And I believe in Robin Fraser, is all I'm saying. I like the Corbiano move. If he could get Insigne to actually try, great. And he could put Corbiano at striker till they get a striker. Or they basically say, hey, Corbiano's over Insigne now that we have a striker. And not try to play that game of, hey, will this poison pill actually stop being a poison pill? Type thing. So, for me, I think he's a very good manager. I think he's a very good hire. I didn't really see it coming, which should have, considering he was on the market and he's loves Toronto. I don't know why this is so, I wouldn't say out of left field, but that's not where people really, nobody was talking about this till it happened. But ironically enough, they made the right decision. It's good, and I'll back him, and I don't think I'm worried about him failing. If he does fail, there ain't many people who could succeed with his team. Let me put it like that. And I could probably only name a couple that could if he fails. But we'll see what happens. I wish him all the best. I believe in Robin Fraser. Let's see how he does. With that being said, I love the hire. Let's get this going. I'm ready for this season. I got some hope, which will probably be extinguished by July. But, well, let's hope that's not the case. But I'm prepared for it to be extinguished by July. And there you go. So with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for a jersey collection video. It'll be a RSR, but as a stream, of course, because that's the best way to do it. I'll run through my jersey collection. Some people have really wanted this for a while. We'll finally get it done. So, see you tomorrow. Probably 7:30 or 8 o'clock Central, probably. But I'll be on here. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.